Yeah, what's good, everybody? I'm Blitz5, and in today's video, I want to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, but more specifically, I'm going to be talking about the Blackout mode, which is the Battle Royale mode in Black Ops 4. So something I've been thinking about is, what's going to be the future of the Battle Royale genre, and because I'm such a big Call of Duty fan, I want to kind of see what Call of Duty is going to be doing, so I have a concept slash theory here that I think would really work well for Call of Duty, and could kind of change the landscape, because they're going to need to differentiate themselves from PUBG and Fortnite. Let's face it, those two games kind of own the market right now. So they're going to need to do something really big here. I mean, I know they have the backing of their name, the namesake, and the brand is so big. But something I had an idea about that I want to share with you guys is that I think it would be really cool if Call of Duty utilized their create a class system and their pick 10 system and did that for the Blackout mode, but like a revamped version of that, kind of like maybe like a pick 30, you have 30 points or 40 points or 50 points to create a loadout, and then you just hop right into the game with that loadout. And the reason why I'm saying this is because, well, I got this idea because playing PUBG a lot of the game is spent just looting, checking buildings, which it's kind of an interesting concept and theory to think about how much of the game or excitement or enjoyment of the game comes from looting, because while it's annoying to loot and it's very time consuming, you can just get killed and you wasted all that time, it's also kind of thrilling to check a building and you're like looking for a silencer or a really good scope. When you get it, you get super excited, then you're like ready to face somebody. But then still, the major point of the game, the reason why these games are so successful, I think, is because of the moving circle, moves in, creating kind of conflict and situations where you have to fight, and also the fact that you only have one life. And the thrill of winning, winning is so much more rare in that game that it's a lot more thrilling and exciting for the player. So it's kind of like how much of the pie of excitement and fun playing these games is looting. And something to me that Call of Duty could do to differentiate that, like I said, is utilizing what they've already had in the past. So it would be really nice, and it would also make the game a lot quicker, which is what Call of Duty's always been about, right? Like a Battlefield game, all of these other games take a lot longer, half hour, 40 minutes, 20 minutes. Traditionally, a Call of Duty deathmatch game might last, 5 to 7 minutes, a Domination game anywhere from 7 to 12 minutes, depending on the game. And so if they did something where you have 30 points, you pick, say, 2 assault rifles, or assault rifle and a submachine gun and a pistol. So you have two primary weapons and then a pistol, and then you have like the helmet gear, the vest, and all that stuff. So say you get 50 points, and then you could make something like a really big scope 5 points, or a silencer 3, 4, 5, 6 points, and those things really take away from your overall kit. But if you want to rock a guy with the best vest and one gun with an 8 times scope and a silencer, then you have to use up like a majority of your points right there, and then maybe skip a secondary primary weapon and go with a secondary weapon, like a pistol, and I think that would be really interesting. And then as soon as you load into the game, everybody would have the guns already, and it also takes a little bit of the luck away, because a lot of this game is like, what buildings you land by, what the loot is. There's a lot of luck involved with Fortnite and PUBG. If you're in Fortnite and the first thing you drop, the first chest you find, there's a legendary scar, then you just have a way bigger advantage than any other player in the game that just happened to land somewhere and didn't find anything. So not only would it take the luck out of it, it would make it more, strategic, more fair, and the strategy behind that would just be awesome. It would be so stereotypical Call of Duty. People were already used to you loading in with a creator class, and then it would make this whole other dynamic of people making these crazy loadouts and what they're sacrificing to have something else. But to me, it would be really important that the point system would make you really sacrifice stuff, because like I said, if you just had one stacked loadout with an amazing helmet, amazing vest, like armor, and then the best gun, it would be really OP. So they'd really have to figure out a way to punish you for taking like an 8 times scope or a silencer or the best helmet and all that stuff. And I think doing that would differentiate themselves from these other games and be really, really cool. So let me know what you guys think. I might post this on Reddit to see if it gets any feedback. It's hard just making a theory video where this will go. But sometimes, in the back of my head, I always wish I worked for Call of Duty or something like that, because I played so many of these games. I would love to help create the design and gameplay and even the maps and the strategy behind it, because there's so much that goes into all of these Call of Duty games. But anyways, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. And as always, I'm Blitz5, and peace out.